Hello, guys. My name is Vita. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. I'm live streaming specially for you from Ukraine. And today's topic is 50 interesting facts about Ukraine, which you probably haven't known before. But before we get started, guys, I know that if you prefer listening or reading our live streams, check out our podcast and blog at ukrainedating.ca. For newbies to our channel, here is a short video about me that you guys have an idea and know who I am and what actually I am doing here, especially for you. So 2 minutes of your attention.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. Okay, guys, and we are excited as always to announce our new Brotherhood membership to give you guys all the tools and help to be successful on your journey to find a traditional high-value Eastern European wife. And here is a short video with all details.
Do you want a high-value, beautiful traditional woman worthy of your love to create your family? Then listen up. Time is our enemy, and complacency breeds failure. So you must get off Tinder, man, and stop dating those feminazis. You see, to get the life you desire and deserve, you've got to wise up and figure this shit out now, or your dreams, they will simply pass you by. First, you need to know that you've been lied to. That's right, despite what all your American dating experience has shown you, I promise you, high-value traditional women are not extinct. You'll see that with your own eyes when you join today. When you join the Brotherhood now, we're practically handing you your success on a silver platter. You'll discover the who, what, where, and how that you never imagined possible for yourself. Would you agree that for you to conquer what's been impossible for you thus far in life, well, you need some help, some guidance, and most importantly, to all success, mentorship. Well, that's all here for the taking when you join our Brotherhood now. You choose the membership level with the game-changing perks you need most to shortcut your success, saving your money, and more importantly, saving your time. No, I'm gonna ask you for a little favor here. You see, frankly, the problem we've had is those fucking trolls and dick pickers freaking out our live streaming ladies. So we've unfortunately had to make our live chat for members only. So do us both a favor and join up right now. It's less than a bowl of borscht, yet it will help you in spades. Now I'll turn it over to Joseph Ricards to highlight some of the kick-ass perks of each of the 4 different membership levels.
Thanks, Andrew. Okay, level 1, Truth Seekers, is a measly $4 a month. Gets you unlimited live chats, and a free lady cam share so you can ask all your burning questions face to face with our genuine Ukrainian beauties. Level 2, True Believers, gives you 3 free lady cam shares, and at each higher level membership you get more and more lady cam shares with unlimited at level 4. Level 3, Borscht Brothers, gives you a shit ton of goodies. You'll get exclusive access to our Brotherhood closed community, free membership to our $75 a month men's group, Lion's Den, where iron sharpens iron. Level 4, Braveheart Brotherhood, at only $100, yet just the bonus perks alone are worth $510. Check it out. You get all the perks from the first 3 levels, plus you get our coveted scam check service. Listen, men, if you are one of these poor bastards paying per letter to communicate with women from Eastern Europe during our age of free communication apps, guys, you need to wake the fuck up and stop simping, because you know you're only being scammed. And after our scam check, you'll finally understand what's really going on. So once and for all, you'll be able to put your mind at ease. Trust me, whether you join at $4 or $100, this is a complete no-brainer. So go ahead, click the join button now and join our brotherhood. Remember, at any level you choose, you can get unlimited live chats every single day and live cam shares with our beauties.
So guys, our new membership launch special, 3 lucky members will win an upgrade to our $100 Braveheart level every month until further notice. And draw will be held at noon on the first Saturday of every month. You must be present to win. So who's gonna help the live streamer to get the party started with a live cam share right at the live stream? You need to do our 2 simple steps security verification, and then you can talk face to face to your favorite and beloved live streamer. So step number 1, become a member of our brotherhood, which you can do by simply button located at the bottom left of this video. Sorry guys, siren. And step number 2, enter the unique Streamyard link for today's live stream into your browser, and that will bring you just to the studio backend. Your name you enter in the Streamyard must be your exact name, exact YouTube name, because that's the only name we have for you from your brotherhood membership. I will put the link later in the chat that you guys who just want to do that, you can just simply copy paste or type it into your browser, and we're gonna see each other on the camera. And guys, until I will deliver the topic for you, as always, please think about the questions that by the way, will make our chat more bright, more active, more interactive, and actually more interesting, because the more questions you ask, the more answers you get. And sometimes from answers, you can really get really useful information, hopefully. So guys, today's topic is 50 interesting facts about Ukraine. Actually, I think that you don't know these facts, and I know that almost all these facts are even not known to Ukrainians themselves, right? It's a little bit dry statistics, just mentioning the most interesting facts. Outstanding facts, I would say, but as our channel is full about Ukraine, not only about women, right? To understand your ladies better, you need a little bit to know about history, culture, mentality, right? Some political background, some historical background. So I think that would be interesting for you as well. So let's get started, and I will tell you this the most outstanding facts about Ukraine, which actually surprised me, and I think they are quite interesting. So for those who are not from Ukraine but have begun to understand where this great country is located, I want to represent the most interesting facts about our country, which I believe are not known not only for you guys, foreign guys, but even for most Ukrainians. At least after collecting these facts, getting this information, I start to to teach my kids also with these facts, showing them photos and giving those facts because it's interesting to know about our motherland. So fact number one about Ukrainian language. So the Ukrainian language is one of the most widespread languages in the world, and experts distinguish about 7,000 languages so far and ranks 26 in terms of the number of speakers. So it is also the second most widespread among languages of Slavic origin, of course. Fact number two, also, the Ukrainian language took second place in the world in terms of melody after Italian. You know, Italian, it's my dream language. One day I will definitely learn that. It was recognized as the third most beautiful language in the world according to such criteria as phonetics, vocabulary, phraseology, and sentence structure after French and Persian at a language competition in Paris. Fact number three, Ukraine ranks fourth in the world in terms of the number of citizens with higher education. So if you're lucky and if you have made or will make a correct choice, appropriate choice, and you will choose the right lady, so your lady will be highly educated with a high level of intellect. So the population of Ukraine is among the most educated, and the number of people with higher education per capita is higher than the average European level. Fact number four. Kyivo-Mogilyanska Academy is considered the oldest educational institution in Eastern Europe. Fact number five, the first printed primer published by a Ukrainian author was called Science for Reading and Understanding Slavic Writing. He was born in Vilnius. Fact number six, Zaporizhskaya Sich, you know, Zaporizhia Sich, a socio-political and military administrative organization of the Ukrainian Cossacks, is rightfully considered one of the first democratic organizations in the world. Number seven, the first constitution in the world was created by Philip Orlik, April 5th, 1710, and had the title Constitution of the Rights and Freedoms of the Zaporizhia Army. So in the USA, the constitution was adopted in 1787. So just to compare. In France and Poland, only in 1791, 91st. Fact number 8. UPA, you know, this Ukrainian People's Army, set an absolute record by holding on to the actually occupied territory for almost 20 years. Even Fidel Castro's Cuban rebels studied the technologies and methods of Ukrainian soldiers. Fact number 9. The longest musical instrument in the world is the Ukrainian trimbita. Do you know this? Very long, from Carpathian. Its length can reach 4 meters and its sounds can be heard more than 10 kilometers away. Fact number 10. The longest gypsum cave in the world and the second longest, second only to the Mammoth Cave in the US, is called Optimistic and located in Podillia, Western Ukraine as well. So it is a gypsum cave at a depth of 20 meters, 216 kilometers long. And it is the longest gypsum cave in the world and the second longest. So, fact 11. 1/4 of all Chernozem reserves. Chernozem, probably you don't understand the word. It's like a black oily fertilized oil, or not oil, soil, probably, sorry. So 1/4 of all Chernozem reserves on the planet are concentrated on the territory of Ukraine. That's why Ukraine is considered to be, to take one of the leadest roles in agriculture. Fact number 12. The oldest map known to scientists, as well as the oldest Homo sapiens settlement, were found in Ukraine, in the village of Mezhyrychi of Rivne region, Western Ukraine as well. They're about 14 and a half, 15,000 years old. The map, by the way, is stamped on the mammoth bone. Fact number 13. One of the largest historical transport routes ran through the territory of Ukraine. The path from the Varangians to the Greeks, a system of river routes and towpath between them 3,000 kilometers long, which connected the northern lands of ancient Rus with the southern Russian lands and the Baltic Sea with the Black Sea. Throughout ancient history, Ukraine Rus acted as a bridge between the worlds of Eastern Europe and the ancient East, ancient Byzantine and Latin Europe. Fact number 14. Of the 12 laurels, Lavra, like in Kiev, of the world, 4 are in Ukraine, 3 Orthodox and 1 Greek Catholic. Fact number 15. Ukraine ranks among the 3 world leaders in honey production. That's why probably our ladies are so sweet. So it is also the first in the world in honey production per capita. Fact number 16. The deepest metro station in the world is located in Kiev. Arsenalnaya metro station in Kiev is the deepest in the world, and it goes underground for 105 meters. The station was one of the first to be built in 1960 in the immediate vicinity of the Parliament building. According to some sources, there are secret storage facilities for the political elite in the tunnels near Arsenalnaya metro station. By the way, to get down, it will take you around 5 minutes by elevator. So, fact number 17. The shortest main street, but at the same time one of the widest and most picturesque, is Krещатик Street in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Its length is only 1,225 meters. Fact number 18. One of the most famous Christmas songs in the world is Щедрик. You know probably, and I switched it on for you, played it for you, especially on Christmas, you remember. A folk song written by Ukrainian composer Mykola Leontovich. The world knows it is as a carol of the bells or in Christmas bells. Usually various performances of Щедрик get millions of views on YouTube. Fact number 19. One of the largest deserts in Europe is located in Ukraine, in the south of Ukraine. Yeah. Fact number 20. Ukrainian Pivdenmash, Dnipro, produces the most environmentally friendly launch vehicles in the world. With their help, commercial cargo is sent into space as a part of international project Sea Launch. Fact number 1. McDonald's. The third most visited McDonald's in the world is in Kiev, near the railway station. This establishment is consistently among the top 5 busiest McDonald's in the world. And the quality, by the way, due to foreigners, I don't try it in other countries, but foreigners, when come, they say that the quality and the taste in Ukrainian McDonald's much better than in American. I don't know why, probably different products, but they claim it is like this. So fact number 2. Ukraine has the largest reserves on manganese ore in the world. 2 and 3 billion tons, or about 11% of the entire world reserve. Fact number 23. Ukrainian Mykola Sedristy, although not left-handed, but shewed a flea, just like in the fairy tale. The flea can be seen in the Kiev Museum of Miniatures. So whoever will be brave enough to visit Kiev when the war is over, of course, not now, you can attend this museum because it's very interesting and full of different masterpieces, handmade masterpieces, and you can see this shewed flea. Fact number 24. In Ukraine, in the town of Rakhiv, surrounded by the picturesque Carpathians, is the geographical center of Europe. So, Ukraine actually is a geographical center of Europe. Very interesting. Fact number 25. The first kerosene, like gas lamp, was invented in Lviv in 1853. And in the same year, the first kerosene or gas lamp operation was performed in one of the Lviv hospitals. Fact 26. George Gershwin wrote one of the world's most famous songs, Summertime, performed by Louis Armstrong and Elsa Fitzgerald, after being inspired by the Ukrainian folk lullaby Ой, ходи сон під вікном. It's like dream, come here and walk under my windows. So, fact number 27. The international Ukrainian national anthem consists of only 6 lines, 4 in verses and 2 in the chorus. The remaining the remaining lines of the anthem are considered politically incorrect. For example, let's stand up, brothers, in a bloody battle from the Ksayeng to the dawn, means Ukraine claims to the territory of Russia and Poland. So these lines are not pronounced right now. Fact 28. Among the outstanding achievements of the Ukrainian aircraft industry is the world's largest An-225 Mriya aircraft, as well as the most powerful An-124 Ruslan aircraft. In 2001, the Mriya plane, taking on board a cargo of 253 tons, set 124 records in one flight. So, by the way, this Mriya, as you know, was ruined in Gostomel. Now they're trying to restore it, rebuild it, to fix it somehow. So, hopefully they will manage. Fact number 29. Ukraine, on its own initiative, gave up the world's 3rd largest arsenal of nuclear weapons. Just imagine, absolutely incredible fact. At the time of declaration of independence, more than 1,000 nuclear warheads and missiles were located on the territory of Ukraine. The 3rd largest nuclear potential after Russia and America. Warheads and missiles were transferred to Russia. Bunkers were destroyed. In response, Ukraine received money for disarmament as well as security guarantees from nuclear powers. If we only knew, right? If we only knew, if we could only imagine what we're gonna face in few years, so probably our government would never do that. Right now, I guess, probably we won't have even this war. Yeah, unfortunately. So, fact number 30. About 1,200 monuments have been erected to the Ukrainian poet Taras Shevchenko all over the world. By the way, yesterday we had his birthday, and it was highly celebrated in Ukraine. Most of them are located in Western Ukraine. Fact 31. At the time of the Declaration of Independence, 19.4 million pigs lived in Ukraine. Today, only 8.3 million. Despite their reputation as the world's leading lard eaters, our reputation, I mean Ukrainian peoples, the average Ukrainian eats around 18 kilogram of pork per year. So you can imagine, actually in Ukraine, guys, pork is the most favorite kind of meat. Then goes chicken, then goes beef, turkey, of course, but pork still keeps the leading position. So this is 3 times less than what a typical German eats. Fact 32. Ukrainian powerlifter Dmitro Haladji has been included in the Guinness Book of the Records more than 20 times. One of his records is called Devil's Forge, in which Dmitro lies on nails and is covered with a 700 kilogram steel plate, which is hit with a sledgehammers. So, guys, I also want to name some more interesting facts about Ukraine, one for each regional center of our motherland. So, fact 33 in Vinnytsia. So, actually, every region, every city, what is famous for? Like fact 33 in Vinnytsia, before the Second World War, a third of the population were Jews. The city now has several synagogues, Jewish schools, a Jewish cemetery, and the Jerusalemska residential area, and also celebrates the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. Uman as well, quite a Jewish center of Ukraine. So, fact 34. One of the longest and the most picturesque embankments in the world is located in Dnipro. It is stretched for 23 kilometers. Quite long. Was surprise for me even. So, fact 35. In 2012, the Guinness record for the largest quadrille folk dance, was set in the center of Donetsk. More than 30,000 dancers took part in the event. Fact 36. Zhytomyr produces the most honey in Ukraine, as well as the quota of all Ukrainian ice cream. So, Zhytomyr guys who like sweets and sweet girls, sweet ladies, you're welcome to Zhytomyr because they are leader for producing ice cream and honey. So, fact number 37. Zaporizhia produced one of the first tractors in the USSR, which was presented to Vladimir Lenin. The tractor had a primitive design, but it was easy to work on. It was called Zaporozhets, like the well-known brand of cars. Fact 38. Ivano-Frankivsk used to be called Stanislaviv and was the capital of the Western Ukrainian People's Republic in 1919. It got its modern name in 1962 for the 300th anniversary of the city. Fact 39. Kropivnitsky changed 6 names during its history. So 6 times they changed its name. Now it is the only regional center in Ukraine which is named in honor of the theater actor, the creator of the Ukrainian theater, Mark Lukich Kropivnitsky. Number 40. The oldest street, Luganska, used to be called English Street and was the only street in the city. English engineers lived there in Lugansk. Now it is called Dalia Street. 41. The longest residential building in Europe is located in Lutsk, as well, Western Ukraine, near Rivne and Lviv. Its total length is more than 2.5 kilometers, and there are 120 entrances in the building. 42. Lviv. Lviv is the most diverse religious center in Ukraine. All denominations of the Christianity are represented here, and there is also a synagogue. 43. One of the oldest maritime observatories in Europe is located in Nikolaev. It is one of the most beautiful buildings in the city and the highest point of Nikolaev. 44. In Odessa, there are several buildings built at an angle of 45 degrees. If you look at them from the side, it seems that these houses are flat. So such a architectural innovations, something interesting. Fact 45. Poltava is considered the birthplace of the Ukrainian spoken language. It was here that Ivan Kotlяревsky, the author of the first poem in the Ukrainian language, was born and lived. 46. Amber, 40 million years old, was found in Rivne, as well, Western Ukraine, in which ancient scorpions, spiders, ants, and other insects were found. This amber was formed at a time when the territory of Ukraine was an island, and instead of Poland, there was a sea. 47. The longest trolleybus route in the world begins in Simferopol. It ends in Yalta. Its length is 86 kilometers. 48. Until the beginning of the 20th century, many Austrians, Czechs, Germans and Poles and other Europeans lived in Sumy. So Sumy was absolutely international city. That's why probably still a lot of foreigners adore Sumy, adore coming here, and actually plan to visit that in the future. They ended up in the city as refugees after the First World War, and many of them were sent deep into the Russian Empire after failed uprisings. 49. By the way, Sumy is very famous also of first sugar production factory. So this factory was producing sugar for almost all cities in USSR. A really big factory. So 49, the center of Ternopil is decorated with the largest artificial pond in Ukraine. Its area is more than 300 hectares. There is a fountain on it and motor ships run, and in winter hockey competitions are held here. So who is not afraid of winter, you're welcome to visit. And fact number 50, Uzhgorod is closer to Warsaw, Chisinau, and Prague than to Kiev. You know, Uzhgorod, it's like the end point of eastern Ukraine. It's really close. It's just on the borderline between Ukraine and Hungary. Yeah, so, you know, very interesting also. And 51. I know that I mentioned 50, but I have 56 for you, so a little bit patience, guys. So 51, Kharkiv is one of the most educated cities of Ukraine. Almost 80 universities are located here. Just imagine 80 universities just in one city. 52, a huge network of catacombs is located under Kherson, from where clay was previously mined for the construction of the old party of the city. 53. Khmelnytsky was named in honor of Hetman Bogdan Khmelnytsky, and there are as many as 4 monuments to the commander in it. However, the Hetman himself never visited the city. So 54, Raden, one of the most mysterious city of Ukraine, which existed in the 8th century, could be located in Cherkasy. Its exact location is unknown, but there is an assumption that it was located on Castle Hill in Cherkasy. 55. Chernigiv is one of the oldest cities of Ukraine, the historical center of the left bank of Ukraine, and one of the most populated cities of Kievan Rus. And 56. In Chernivtsi, every day at noon, 12 p.m., a trumpeter in a national costume rises to the city hall and actually trumpets the song Marichka every single day. So guys, that were the most interesting facts about Ukraine. Of course, I have much more, but I think that's enough. 56, it's enough for you just to have an idea that Ukraine right now popular not only because of the war events, right? Because of the fighting for its independence, freedom, and European way of organization and governing, but also due to some historical facts and some really interesting facts, I guess. So hopefully you liked the information, and now I'm ready to answer all your questions. We, by the way, had absolutely wonderful weather today, +9. It's sunny. So it's a really good time to start doing something outside in the yard or in the garden. But if you dig a little bit, still the land, the soil is frozen a little bit, but still spring is in the air. It's perfect. Also, guys, before I will start answering your questions, your comments, commenting your comments. Yeah, I wanted to let you know, and probably you know, that yesterday Ukraine had an absolutely huge, massive rocket attack. Yeah, I didn't prepare any photos, any videos for you, not to not to bug you too much with that, but it was absolute trash. We had probably the longest air raid siren since the beginning without any cancellation and break. So it started around 11 p.m. and it was over just 20 minutes to 8 a.m. So you can imagine it was 8th of birth. Actually, it was already 9th of March. So started 1 hour before ending of International Women's Day. Yes, and all night long we had this air raid siren. Interesting fact: they attacked Ukraine this time with absolute diversity of all kinds of weapon they had. It was absolutely all kinds of rockets, drones, everything, ballistic missiles. Only 15 rockets were shot to Kharkiv. Can you imagine? Just to one city, 15 rockets. Absolute, a lot of damages of electrical infrastructure. Odessa suffered much. So I can tell you, almost all the city got some damages. Almost in all cities were some incoming hits. In some, thanks God, were working anti-aircraft system, like in Sumy. In Sumy was anti-aircraft system working. We had absolute record of amount of drones flying. People were recording videos and sounds, and it was really horrible to hear, because a lot of people, I don't know, original military forces were trying to shoot it down with Kalashnikov, with something. So it was like kind of mess, you know. Unfortunately, really a lot of cities suffered. A lot of cities suffered, and we had victims even in Kiev. And in Lviv region, in Lviv Oblast, these idiots shot down rockets just to the private residential sector, private houses, when people were just sleeping in the houses at night. Absolutely ruined everything. And if I'm not mistaken, more than 5 people are dead and some injured. And yeah, so the process keeps going. So we'll see what's going to happen next time. They are angry. In Bakhmut, as I understood, we have for today some progress. They say, experts say that Ukrainian forces almost totally demolished Wagner Group, almost totally. So we'll see what's gonna happen. In fact, I read about China. Probably you too. You know, they represented at the end of the March by the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of the beginning of war. They represented their shitty peaceful plan, which we consider absolutely inappropriate. And like their analytics consider the war will finish in the middle of the summer 2023 this year, and definitely Russians will win. So very interesting statistics. I don't know, the largest statistic company was making this prediction or prognosis or analytics, probably to please their government, to lick their asses. But actually very interesting fact as well. So guys, I'm all yours for 2 hours, not for two, already for 1 hour and 15 minutes to answer all your comments. Thanks a lot for everybody who found the possibility to came to join me today. Thanks, guys. What, привет, hello. Gregory, hello. Thanks for coming. Juan Antonio, привет, hello. Thanks for coming. Hopefully everybody has a nice Friday, guys. Juan, you're no longer in charge. I have the tools, lol. Nice to see all of you guys. Jacob, hello. Thanks for coming as well. Firefighting responder. Hello, thanks for coming. I guess it's your first time you join our live stream. Good morning to everyone from Texas. Say hello to Texas from Ukraine as well. And I guess guys also send you greetings, nice greetings. Welcome to our live stream. Yeah. Firefighting responder. Everything in Ukraine is beautiful. Not everything, but still we have a lot of interesting things here to know about, to visit, and even for me. By the way, I have never been to Lviv, never. And that's really my dream. One day when it will be safe and calm, I want to travel to Lviv for a few days, really to see this absolutely awesome city. I was dreaming always to live and to work in Kiev, but I spent some years working in Kiev when I was younger, but then it became too noisy, too rushy, too speedy for me, and a lot of difficulties it caused in your life schedule, the huge territory of Kiev, the being busy. Even, if you call taxi, you can wait for 2 hours. And I really, for me, it's a great surprise how people in Kiev can plan their day and their meeting and appointments, because there is never guarantee that you will be in time due to the traffic jams, due to busy hours. And sometimes I know it's really a problem even to call the taxi. So, in Sumy, the things much better and easier in this way. So 20 minutes and you from one side to another. And taxi. Sometimes it can be problems, yes, of course, like on New Year, on International Women's Day, some holidays, really, when people move much, hang around, gathering together, making some party. So yeah, that can be a problem, but not so much as in Kiev, of course. So after Kiev, first weeks, when I come from there back to my native city, I needed some time to recover, because I feel kind of sick, because Sumy seems for me like a small village, like 10 minutes at you from one point to another. And while in Kiev, it can take you 1, 2, 3 hours to get from one point to another, So yeah, but then I become older. I prefer more calm atmosphere, not so noisy. Yeah. As for Odessa, my personal opinion, I don't like Odessa. I like other cities, but I don't like Odessa. I don't know why. Because probably a lot of scammers. Maybe the region where I used to live and to work wasn't the best. And specific city, very nice, ancient, of course, beautiful girls, yes, and I know sea and Deribasovskaya, nice restaurants, nice cafes, but very dangerous city. Probably in Odessa, you never can feel safe, When you go to the marketplace, you need to keep your bag like this, because anytime somebody can take it from you. Yeah. What? Fact 15. So what's that's where all the bees are hiding. Yeah, here in Ukraine. I can tell you, we used to have honey almost every family. So honey, it's like a normal to have. And we have a lot of bees here. Even here, when I live, I know few gardens, they have these special bee houses. So in the spring, all these bees start to fly, and it's really nice, when they start zzz, then warm weather came finally. And that legend. So when bees disappear, it will be the end of the world, because bees, they're kind of indicator. So when everything is like too bad, bees will disappear, and that will be the end of the world. I don't know if you know this fact or legend. I don't know. Still, we're gonna get the proofs when it will happen. Hopefully, not in our generation, right? But still, Yeah, firefighting responder. I love honey. So you can come here to try Ukrainian honey. Honey is, by the way, quite expensive right now. Like 1 liter of honey you can get by five, six, $7 per liter. Quite expensive. But I have very thankful client customer. She lives in Kiev. She's a teacher, aged lady, and she has her honey factory on her dacha. So usually she send me few times a year absolutely cool, great honey by Nova Posta. So like a big jar honey I have constantly in my house. So very nice. Tom, hello. Good morning, Angel Vita and Magic Guarantee Brothers. My friend in Kiev said many rockets hit there. Yeah, that was incredible. Absolutely. 6 rockets, if I'm not mistaken, were sent to Kiev, and they were attacked by Kinjal and drones. And what was interesting, one night before, it was a full with drones, full. Even our oblasts were full with drones of booms, explosions, because anti-aircraft system were trying to shoot them, and some were shot down, of course, definitely. I predicted this rocket missile attack next day because I said, if you have one day before full of drones, they try to overload our anti-aircraft system, our PVO. Guys, I need to teach you this PVO. PVO means anti-aircraft system of protection. So PVO, they want to really like load it to make it busy, like to investigate where they are, that they are confused, and they also start to shoot fake rockets. I don't know how it's possible, but they do fake targets, fake rockets, and then of course our PVO anti-aircraft system got them on radars, start to shoot, so they understand where the PVO, but normally actually the rocket is like empty, false, fake. And yesterday they say, I don't know if it's true or not, but they said some rockets, they were ballistic, like hyper fast, rockets, they were not caught by our radar. So that's dangerous. They changed their strategy. Also, what this, I would like to curse sometimes, but unfortunately I'm on public, I can't, to use some spicy words. What they did, they actually damaged and ruined the last electrical line which supplied Zaporizhia nuclear electro station. So what does that mean? So this Zaporizhia nuclear electrical station is not supplied right now by the electricity. It uses diesel generators, so they start to work. The capacity of these diesel generators will be enough just for 10 days. So since yesterday, I guess already like 8 or 9 days. And actually, what experts say, if in 10 days we won't find the way out, how to supply with electricity this Zaporizhia nuclear power station, the world gonna suffer, the world, not only Ukraine, the world gonna suffer absolutely greatly from a radiation impact. And that is very serious, guys. We'll see what's gonna happen. I believe our people inventive, smart, technologically developed, and they will do something, they will find the way out, because if something happened like this, not only Ukraine will be damaged, but all the rest European countries, like Chernobyl. So guys, let's hope for the best. That's very and really scary. Tom, by the way, absolute great thank you for your flowers, virtual flowers you sent me. I was told by admin. And also I got some real flowers from one of my American friend, and I was absolutely greatly surprised. In morning, 8th of March, International Women's Day, I got a call from delivering company. So 11 white tulips with a big box of candies, sweets, and absolutely nice and warm-hearted postcard. That was really great surprise. That person always sent me flowers every year. So I almost was sure immediately that it was from him. But during the war, when we are Ukrainian women, super sensitive, super touchy, super fragile, and of course we are lack of some really emotional entertainment, some pleasant things. We constantly live in stress. These flowers really made my day. Really, that was absolutely great, touchy, and I smiled, yeah, and thanked a lot. So, yeah, so thanks, Tom, as well for your for your flowers as well, and to my friend as well. So thanks, guys. Так, Tom, I'm building a chicken coop in my garage. Tomorrow I will buy some chicks. Great. Absolutely great. I would like to see your chickens, the photo, but here we can't see that, unfortunately. How many you plan to buy? How many? You gonna buy one day, small one, or already like 1 month or 2 weeks? What's the age you plan to buy? I, by the way, today bought the grains and the shells for my chickens because they are pleasing me with eggs every day right now. Bill, hello, hello, thanks. Rainstorm in California again. Oh my God, stay safe. Stay safe. Be careful. Hopefully, nothing like dangerous or something. We guys have here absolutely wonderful weather. That was my dream I was waiting for. Tomorrow we're gonna have +10. It will be raining for a couple of days, but I don't care because today even I see on some of my berry bushes some small greenery, hardly visible, but it means they're waking up right now. And I have energy to start to dig, to plant again, to clean the garden, to spend as much in the fresh air as we can. Also needs to clean some old branches, some garbage from the winter, and then we're gonna make a huge fire. So kids are waiting for huge fire, so will be nice. And we can fry, you get some sticks and you can fry bread and lard, this pork fat, some pieces of meat, some sausages even, until we are making for and controlling it. Kids can make some food for them. That's really nice. First sign of the spring. Jacob, I don't know how you can have this list and not include Yakov Smirnov. I guess Yakov Smirnov wasn't Ukrainian, he was Russian. So, yeah, I got your hint. I can read between lines. But what, Vita, about the fact regarding the nukes that Ukraine had? Didn't Russia have the codes to activate them at that time? They must have, I guess, because then if they don't have, then what's the reason? I guess they have. So that's the ridiculous point of this situation. Actually, the Russia was a guarantee of peace because we gave them all our nuclear weapon, and we were the third country. So, and now they are blackmailing us with our nuclear weapon. What the assholes, sorry. Sorry for this word. I can't stand, absolutely incredible. Yeah. I heard some interview yesterday of one of their generals or like some military highly positioned guy. He was absolutely crazy. He said, if you get the target in Ukraine, like let's say some city or some region, some oblast, we need to leave there just rubble, just ruins. We need to smash it under the ground. And even if we talk about Kiev, the capital, the main city of Kievan Rus, so what, he said, we need, if we need to put our flag on top of Kiev, we need to smash it completely to the ground and leave just burned land, and then to clean all the territories from the people who don't agree, who don't like us, and only then that's the only way to win. I hear these people and I really start to think these people even more crazy when all of us expected, it's like a total mentally insane asylum. They are all crazy. Absolutely. This is the official TV program. This is highly positioned authorities. They are telling such things. Who heard the last interview of Lukashenko when he offended Zelensky? Do you know how he called Zelensky? I need to check this word. 1 second. Probably some of you heard, probably not, but I was absolutely pissed off, Neat, neat, neat. The egg of these disgusting insects which lives in hairs. So he called him twice or 3 times because he keeps claiming that Zelensky sent people to Lukashenko to ask for peace between our countries and to sign some agreement about non-attacking. And then he blamed us, of course, about this airplane exploded in Machulishi. That was our drone. And our brave guys who sent this drone to Machulishi airport. Actually, the video, I showed you the video, I guess, right? Last week, probably. That was really funny. How easy that was. Though our government, of course, didn't tell anything that we are involved in this, but still. But when the president, the official face of the country, representative of the country on an official level, in front of the whole world, called the president of another country neat, that is something how we can talk about some diplomacy, some etiquette, some manners, and some normal human being. You are not on the street, guys, right? Just on the back yards, dancing hip hop and using such words. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. So when you guys provide your territory for terrorists, for bloody terrorists, to shoot all the fucking rockets to Ukraine, to kill civilian peoples day by day, and that's a norm, you're not a NEET. But when somebody explode and burned one of your airplanes in your airport, you start to use such words and such like, you're gonna see, guys, our answer. So he start to blackmail us. Absolutely incredible people. Craziness. Can't find the right words to explain my emotions when I hear these idiots. Juan, Vita the Brain, thank you for sharing the facts. Just the facts. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I understand. Probably we're not, it was dry statistic, just mentioning the facts without some emotional content, right? As we used to have with you. But still, I think that's interesting because, every country is famous for something. Not only like a dreamland like USA, because the economy is high, right? Then in comparison with Ukraine, our people can think all people in America are rich, have all facilities, live absolutely luxurious life that like many of Ukrainian people have in their mind, kind of mindset. But I know that every country is famous for something really interesting, some facts. I even were gathering, collecting before Not a special book, but on the pages, some sheets of paper with interesting facts about every country, like to teach my kids to read them from time to time, that they know what is every country is famous about, so I guess that's always interesting, even to know, because even some facts I never knew. For me, that was, yeah, really interesting, and I thought for you probably will be too. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Bill, the waiting room is empty. Bill, I see also you have a nice sense of humor. Absolutely. Yeah, make sometimes really funny comments. I like that. You make me smile, guys. Bill, I'm laying in warm bed before work. I envy you. I envy you. I had, guys, absolutely sleepless nights, few nights sleepless. The first night with drones. And of course, we were really afraid. And thanks God, we have our publics who inform us where the drones specifically, in what region, in what location, and people sharing, sounds where they hear. And some people trying to shoot it down, even local people, not necessarily military, who has weapon, and we just heard tra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, tra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, kind of Kalashnikov, and then boom. So yeah, few sleepless nights, uh, because you follow the news, you don't know if you can sleep or it's better to be awake. Gregory, never visit New York City. You have to walk with 8 eyes around your head. I can imagine. I can imagine, Gregory. Yeah. I know the girl who was absolutely crazy about New York City. She got married with an American guy, and she was absolutely crazy about going to New York City and living there. And no, doesn't matter how much we were trying to convince her that New York is too busy, too noisy, too dangerous, too expensive, I guess, and not necessarily to live just there, but she get this, kind of obsession. So about moving to New York specifically, and the guy was upset. I don't know what happened with their couple. I guess everything is fine, but I don't know what happened with their decision to move to New York. Gregory, are you yourself from New York? Are you originally from there? Jacob, Vita, you are displaying a lot of discipline, but not using naughty words. YouTube can block me, guys, if I start using all words I like to use, especially when I talk about Russians. There is a huge risk, huge danger that you probably won't see me for a long time after. I will be punished. Bill, we don't mind bad words, hopefully. What? You guys corrupting the pure Vita? I can I can corrupt myself, anybody, with my pureness. What? Жаночка, hello. Nice to see you. Hello, Vitachka. Hello, all the guys. Hello. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. We have absolutely great weather today in Sumy. I told guys, like it's like a real spring, real spring. Very cool weather. Still gloomy, still wet, of course, yes, but I can feel the spring is coming with all its power and energy more and more day by day. So no snow left. Some small greenery start to appear. That's great. Yeah. Global Bloodstock, hello, thanks for coming as well. Macron and Sunak have just had a press conference, and one of the items said was an intention to help Ukraine have a counter-offensive. Yeah, I guess we're gonna start it soon. If I'm not mistaken, the latest news, I'm personally following all the news about Bakhmut. For me, it's very important because Bakhmut, become kind of symbol, of Ukrainian dignity. It's kind of forepost of our protection the land. And I really, though even if we think that strategically Bakhmut it's not very important right now, but it's like to lose some symbol. For me, it's really, I would be personally very upset. So every day I check news about Bakhmut, following some publics, like especially about Bakhmut, and I really hope that we won't let them occupy it completely. That's my great hope, guys. And I don't want even to make them happy by occupying Bakhmut. Though Bakhmut is a complete ruins right now, but still it's our territory and so many victims, so many guys we lost there, thousands of people, thousands of soldiers. And I don't want to give them a reason to celebrate at least this small victory, but for them that will be symbolic. And of course, I don't want to make them happy. Yeah, so we are following, we are waiting. So far, our government didn't make an order to withdraw our forces. So we hope. What? Vita, how did Ukrainian ladies experience International Women's Day this year? How active were the orcs in their attempts to try and ruin the day? Ukrainian ladies, I got absolutely a lot of congratulations, like postcards, gifts, from ladies, from guys, from familiar people. Yeah, so it was active. A lot of guys were with flowers still. Of course, some ladies moved out of here, but it was quite of celebration. Of course, the day was silent, and that was suspicious. I told to my husband maybe by 5 or 6 p.m. I say, can you feel that something is suspicious? It's too silent today. They usually try to spoil our holidays, and it's the International Women's Day. And of course, they should try to do some shit, for sure, but it was absolutely suspiciously silent. And then at night, specifically March 8, International Women's Day, like 11 p.m., they started. So why they started at night? Mostly they start to attack at night, and they understood. People were relaxed after celebration. The day was quiet and calm. People ate something, drank something, had a nice time. And probably seeing the day is calm, a lot of people went to bed absolutely, relaxed. And here we are. So here we start. So actually they spoiled. Not during the day, but starting at night. Yeah. Tom, Vita, baby chicks, maybe 5. So 5 baby chicks. 5 is not enough and not the best number, though 5 is my best number, my best figure. 5, I like it very much. I would recommend you to take 7. We have this kind of prejudice here that 7 is a very good sign to have them. And don't forget that some can die, can be sick, can be weak. So for one family, 7 is fine. 7 is fine. So take 7. Take my advice, please. I don't want to bug, to impose my advice, but please take 7. Jacob, Vita, Yakov Smirnov is from your favorite city, Odessa. Okay. I'm not a fan of vodka, so probably I don't know the origin from where Yakov Smirnov. Smirnov, anyway, it's a Russian, like pure Russian last name. So I thought, yeah, probably. Thanks for interesting facts, by the way. That's also interesting facts. Good to know. Thanks for that. Yeah. We are teaching each other mutually. What Vita calling them holes is very polite considering the circumstances. No need to apologize. Yeah. But sometimes I use really bad words talking about them. My mom like upset and she said, "What kind of words you use?" And they said, "I can't say just bad guys. They are not bad guys. They are really beep 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 beep. So, what words? Bastards, okay, but it's still they are not bastards. Bastards, they are much more worse than bastards. Do you know, guys, the story about shot captived Ukrainian soldier? Did you hear something? Let me know. If not, I will show you. I will share with you just out of topic tomorrow. Tomorrow. We're gonna talk. I don't remember what topic is for tomorrow. How you guys, foreign guys, becomes a victim trying to find Ukrainian love, or I need to check. On Sunday, guys, by the way, I won't be here. So I will be here today with you and tomorrow. On Sunday, no, my stream. I'm sorry, not. I don't know what reasons, but not because of me. So anyway, I will tell you what topic we're gonna have tomorrow. So one topic was about, let me check, about how you guys become victims, or how war has changed love and sex in Ukraine. So how feelings changed among Ukrainian people. So I will check which one is for tomorrow. So yeah. Bill, you gotta have some obsession about live cam share. We can, of course, but I think Janechka have her own business to do something. I don't know if Jana is streaming today as well, so probably needs to prepare. So yeah, we can call by Viber to each other and make a live cam share, double treat. Yeah. So and then Janechka needs to do membership first of all, and then Janechka can get $75 value face-to-face live coaching session, Zoom coaching with Janechka. So could be nice. Yeah. Jana, Tommy Boy, dear friend, I saw and very grateful for wonderful mood and your huge regular support of us. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Jacob, what? I believe all the ladies of Ukraine dating have wanted to strangle me a few times for some of my comments. Not me, definitely. Not me, definitely. Some ladies probably, but not me. Brandon Bayer, hello. Good morning, everybody. Hello to you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming, for spending time with us. We guys have like around 40 minutes with you, still more. Jacob, except Alexandra and Julia, but give it time. You can spoil our girls. I'm experienced, mature lady. I can be like that, but don't spoil young and pure girls, Jacob, with your jokes. Tom, I listen to Inside Russia on YouTube. Russian economy is collapsing. More mortgage defaults than ever. Oil and gas exports are down 46%. Woohoo! Thanks God. Let it happen more and more. Let's pray and more and more damage, more and more losses, more and more defaults than ever. That they need many years to recover and desirably not recover. Juan, I was Ferencin, the old TV show Dragnet. Joe Friday used to say just the facts, madam. Okay. The old TV show. I'm not familiar with this TV show. So what about this TV show? Is it interesting? It's a comic. Juan, many large USA cities are not the safest to live. Some of them are like living in an anarchist civilization. You always have to be careful and keep your head on a swivel. Yeah, guys, did you see what's going on in Georgia? What a great news! Did you see? Have you heard? Absolutely huge protest about Russian style of government. They start to implement, their government tried to implement a new law like in Russia they did about inner agent. Inner agent means a foreign agent. So they actually kind of forbid some companies which are sponsored by Western companies, like even for mass media or something like publicists. And actually kind of war is getting started there. So if you didn't see, tomorrow after I give you the facts and my normally topic, later in comments we can discuss that and I can show you some videos and give you some facts. Also they claim to set free Saakashvili, but we'll see. The law was withdrawn so far, but then the government said when the population will come down, we're gonna explain the purpose of implementing this law, and that the population got it wrong. So we'll see what happened. But Georgia was shouting and screaming like Putin Huilo, all these famous mottos right now. So they don't want to live under Russia. Well, we'll see. Georgia was keeping silence too long. I mean population. They have pro-Russian government, absolutely, which Georgia, I believe, doesn't deserve. And people start to wake up, start to rebel, to strike, to uprise. We'll see what happened there. We'll see what happened there. Tom, in Nevada, it is legal to wear a firearm in public. I enjoy this security. Yeah, but must be given only to mentally healthy people, of course, after all checks, because, you never know in which hands weapon can start to shoot. Ooh, Bronx, Gregory. Yeah, I was born in Bronx. This special part of New York, I'm not mistaken, right? Bronx. That's for black skinned people, right? That's a very dangerous region, if I'm not mistaken, or I'm mistaken. Juan, if I hear bad words, my pristine ears may bleed. Sorry, Juan. I will cut my tongue. Sorry. Sorry. Brandon, oh, is that why we are starting to get snow on the mountain tops here? I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not the reason. So probably you discussed another with guys. Janechka, nice weather brings good mood and everything seems more friendly and easier. Enjoying your spring. Yeah, And even when you hear all these sounds like of explosions or some hits, when you stay in a part inside the house, you cannot feel from which side, how close, how powerful. So outside you feel better oriented. So you can understand from where, how far should you go to shelter, or you can stay still and enjoy listening and counting these incoming hits, and when it's not dark and cold, it's a little bit easier perception of all what's going on around, you know yeah, to stay in the house while such situations more than depressive. Global bloodstock. Have Wagner fallen out with Putin over supplying bullets to them in Bakhmut? I guess yes. If I'm not mistaken, uh, Prigozhin was cut off of almost all connection devices with the Kremlin and government, because probably they are tired of him. He started to tell bad things about Kremlin, about regular forces, military forces. So he started, to make the water dirty, you know. So they now try to cut that. He can't reach, he cannot talk too much. So something is going on there. Yeah, I guess yes. But did you see Russia got 2 days ago, I guess yesterday or before yesterday, they got a huge tanker loading tanker with weapon. So actually, this tanker brought humanitarian help to Syria after earthquake, and then get back full with the weapon, equipment, vehicles, bullets, everything, getting back to Russia. And actually, it was coming via Bosphor, which is actually closed and blocked by Turkey. But somehow this tanker managed to come across and to came to the point, actually. So successfully delivered more weapon to kill Ukrainians. We'll see. Global bloodstock. I hope some Russian wives and mothers had a terrible International Women's Day. Cargo 200. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. Though they are boasting that they have 3, 4 sons and they are not greedy and they can share and they can give them to the war, let them do that. The sooner the better. The more the better. So it's like around 160,000 something. I didn't check the number today, but like every day, guys, absolutely huge amount. Like today, I read 850. So yesterday, like 670 something. So like absolute huge numbers, day by day, day by day, day by day. Happy Women's Day to such mothers. If they are not sorry for their sons, if they really think that it's a fair war and fair reason to lose lives for young guys who just started their lives or who in the middle have families, kids. So let them do that. Jacob, spring doesn't start until March 20th in Northern Hampshire this year, so we are close. But 10 days, 10 days, yeah, 10 days, that's not so much. So we got a full spring here. Global bloodstock. I prefer Y and B yellow and blue vodka. It comes from Sumi. Really? Oh my God, one more interesting fact. So you want to say that Sumi is famous for vodka. We, by the way, had a alcohol factory in Sumi, which considered to be very nice, like good quality. Yeah, they produce different types of alcohol, but I'm not fan, so I don't know even blue vodka. I never even saw. But you, as a professional, probably tried, so you can compare. But I know the vodka as alcohol Ukrainian one much better quality like than in Europe. They say, I don't know, I can't judge fully, I mean, but they say, people who try, they say. Mhm. Brandon, yes, Vita, have seen about the hero soldier. I watched Denis Davidov's updates as well. Yeah, they made him, they captured him, they caught him, they made him to dig the grave for himself. He understood that it will be his last minute. He asked them for cigarette, like, let me smoke. They give him to smoke. He was smoking. His face expression were absolutely, like when the person understands it's last minute. And then he said, Slava Ukraine, Slava Ukraine, glory to Ukraine, and they shoot him at this moment. This is, breaks all rules of not only humanistic but even war rules, war laws. That's craziness. That's craziness. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, so he was identified already. Yeah, and the story is really, really sad, tragic, not sad, tragic. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, you can see me. Okay, guys, good. I actually talked yesterday with, not yesterday, sorry, a couple of days ago with the person from Mariupol. I told you, I mentioned, guys, him for a few times. He's pro-Russian person. I don't have words to comment what he's writing me. He texted me, oh, if you want, even I can read you. Like, it's very interesting. It's very interesting to hear for you, to hear the information from Mariupol person. So actually, he said, seems by us here in Mariupol safer than in Kiev. Everything is here being built, rebuilding, like rebuilding, fixing on a very capital level. So like a very cool level, professional level. We have water, electricity, heating. We got before even New Year. We don't have military like soldiers in the city. Sometimes they can come across the city or stop at the marketplace to buy something. Okay. So they are actually prohibited to stay in the city. Okay. Here's the most interesting part, guys. Yeah, very nice. Listen, from 22nd February up to 24th February, we were shot by, attention, by experimental trying new HIMARSs. Experimental. Have you ever heard the HIMARSs are experimental and new probation kind of weapon, guys? Listen further. For probation, specifically, he mentioned for probation, for trying. From Kurakhova just to Mariupol. Just specifically above residential areas. Everything was successfully shut down. I hope I shouldn't explain you that he's talking about Ukrainian forces who shut down residential areas in Mariupol by probational experimental HIMARSs, and everything was shut down. Have you ever heard the HIMARS was shut down during the war? One time? Oh my God, craziness. The parts fall down. Some parts will fall down on some factory, blah, 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 and two in the residential area near the port, near the seaport. Thanks God, nobody suffered. I mean, no victims among civilians. During, probation, during this horrible probation of American weapon on the territory of Ukraine. Americans, in their turn, turned out to be pissed off, upset, and not satisfied because these weapon HIMARS turned out to be extremely expensive, but not accurate and not effective. Experts' conclusion. In Mariupol, we have already spring plus 10. We were gathering together. We were planning to go to the sea to make kind of BBQ, but it's raining, so probably we're gonna postpone this. I'm living 10 minutes away from the sea. There are so many people that you cannot cross the street. So crowds of people. Safe, stay safe. You, your kids, your husband, in this war. Don't get involved in this war. Your government getting money from America, so they should work this money out. Here's, guys, exact word-to-word translation of the comment of the person, pro-Russian person, who lives in Mariupol. Just for you to have an idea. So, but when I talk to a person, I told you last week or 2 weeks ago, I brought the lady from Mariupol to Germany. You remember, right? The stories were absolutely different. But I'm not there, I can't judge. But I really like the part about experimental American weapon on probation on the territory of Ukraine. But Americans turned out to be very pissed off, unsatisfied, unhappy, because it's extremely expensive, but not efficient, not helpful, and not accurate. Oh my God. And all HIMARSes were shot down by Russian anti-aircraft system. Cool. I really enjoyed. You know, when I read, the only what I could write to him, actually, well, I'm happy that everything is fine by you. So that's it. I can't comment. I don't want even to comment and to start disputing or discussing it. So a little bit entertainment for you guys. So we have 20 minutes. Juan, yes, Dragnet was a comedy TV show. Great. Hopefully it made your mood cheerful. Yeah, Brandon, Russians flee in Georgia in droves. Yeah, but Georgian people, it's the nation of freedom. I don't know why they were keeping silence for almost 1 year. Why? Because they are afraid of government or something, but they really start to uprise, and we'll see how it will end up. We'll see. We really, like, cross fingers for them, and we wish them to be free, because Georgian people, they are very good people. They're friends of Ukraine. Hopefully they will manage to get what they want. Yeah. Gregory, okay, it is the worst part of the city, so I was correct. Yeah, Gangster's paradise, right? Yeah. So you were born in Bronx, and how was your childhood? Thanks God you are not in gangsters, in mafia, among gangsters, among mafia, and you're good and clean person. But yeah, I guess to live in such area, it's like a big danger and not pleasant. And hello, good afternoon, Vita and everyone. I'm a bit late today. That's fine. Thanks for coming anyway, even for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. Thank you. Jacob and Gregory, there is a joke that the only safe part of the Bronx is Yankee Stadium. Thanks, Tom, for absolutely nice words and for your support. All you Match Guarantee ladies deserve a throne straight in your crown, girl. Yeah, what happened with your girlfriend? Did you discuss with her idea of giving a rent apartment or finding some reliable person that she can move out faster? And Vita, I suspect Putin may trap Wagner group in Bakhmut. Yeah, maybe Putin's Wagner group will bring him down if they're a future cup. Yeah. Wagner makes danger right now for Putin. Yes, because he really start to get really high position in society among people, and he start to open his mouth quite bravely, quite bravely. So probably Putin start to see a danger in him. Yeah, a competitor. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they are like two scorpions will bite each other. And I'm excited to see what Wagner Group will do if they really don't get ammunition support from Putin. Hopefully they all go home, or even better, stay in our soul as a fertilizer. Because the more of them will get back home, I mean safely, the more of them will stay and plan maybe in the future one more attack, having already experience here. So they will have a good chance to prepare, learning mistakes, knowing our strategy and methods of leading the war, and that's also risky. So the more we'll stay here forever, the better for us and the safer for us in the future. Maybe cruel, but my personal opinion. Brandon, the more Russian sons who go to die on Ukraine soil, the less breeding stock of Russians for future generations. Absolutely, what I said right now, because guys, normally younger generation, they don't understand why this war is, what for this war is, what's the reason, and why thousands, already will be hundreds of thousands of killed and injured people or handicapped, invalid, which are coming back sometimes, with hands, without hands, without legs. So they don't understand why. They don't understand for what for. So the less, the better for us, actually. Yeah. Renee, hello. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Spring is here. Group of spring breakers kept me until 2 a.m. Oh, I banged on their door at 1 a.m. I can imagine. Is it not law that they cannot produce sounds after 11 p.m. or 10 p.m., something not to disturb neighbors? When I was younger, like 15, 17, 20, I lived with my mom in apartment, and we had a very good bench just under the windows. There was a big tree, huge tree, the table, wooden table, and the big bench. And some guys and girls were gathering there, playing guitar, singing songs, and of course, not very decent ones. And 2 a.m., summer, windows are open, and somebody under your balcony playing guitar, cursing, screaming, shouting, laughing, all night long till 5 a.m. So when I was done, I used potato and pockets, not pockets, sorry, pocket, yeah, plastic bag with water, and then hiding. So, and potato. So my weapon was potato and plastic bags with water. But we were suffering, by the way, many years. If it was till 10, 11 p.m., even midnight, that would be fine, but they were really too loud. And the whole yard, the whole multiple buildings, no, people couldn't sleep because just really echo, silence in the night, and very far can be heard. Ooh, Gregory, I had a gun pulled on my forehead at Yankee Stadium and I was only 8 years old. Oh my God, what a horror. What a horror. Global Bloodstock. Vita, did you find that translation app? I sent you the name last week called Saihi. Actually, I gave the task to my elder daughter, but we got some fight because she made some changes in my phone, and like she changed the language, and that was really hard for me to use my to find, but I will check because she sent me something. Yeah, she found it. Yeah, she found it. Yeah. She sent me the link. Yeah. Seems like it's good. I didn't install still, but she found it. I found the link. Yeah. Tom, I told my Xenia girl to just forget about material things and get out quickly. She needs another document to finalize everything. Oh my God. How many documents she need. Yes, Brendan, absolutely agree. Blood and bone was a good fertilizer to use in the fields. Yeah, unfortunately. But frankly speaking, guys, honestly, that's not good fertilizer. If we talk about that, that's actually poisoning our land. Poisoning, and that's actually can be considered as an ecological disaster, catastrophe. Because all these body deaths, they evaporate special poison not only in the air but in the ground as well. So the land, the soil can be poisoned, and we can imagine there can be tons of dead bodies. I saw the video yesterday. It was horrible video, actually, very, very cruel one about Russian soldier. He was killed by grenade or something. That was, I even didn't want to watch that. But one was dead body of Russian soldier just freeze in the land, in the ground, freeze. Was almost flat, just the shape of the body you can recognize. And another one, I guess Russian, was trying to dig him out with a big metal stick, like kind to dig him out. That was horrible. Oh my God. That was absolutely horrible to watch. Somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's beloved man, maybe not bad man, maybe not bad person, maybe didn't have a chance to run away, maybe didn't want to be on this war. And such a shitty death, worthless death for nothing, just to freeze out in the mud, and somebody without any respect, dig your body out. Oh my God. Horrible, horrible. Жаночка, Vita the naughty girl. Oh yeah, definitely. Жаночka also noticed that. Yeah, but I try to be like a Bugs Bunny. Brandon, a bit of a rebel in your younger days, Vita? Some, but not so much. Some, yeah, but not so much. Guys, I see we have 8 minutes with you. 8 minutes with you. So some more comments, and I will need to make some announcements. Jacob, I wasn't naughty until I subscribed to this channel. I have been very corrupted by Vita and Jana for sure. Oh my God. Thanks God you are more than 16 years old. So I won't be, responsible for corrupting teenager. Thanks God you are an adult person. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, to end up our stream, first of all, I want to say thanks to everybody who joined my live stream today, who brought this joy and happiness, because for me, really, that's a great happiness to stay with you these 2 hours. I was a little bit late. Sorry, something was wrong with my camera, so camera didn't show up. So it was like a dark screen, and I need some technical support from IT command. Okay, so sorry for that. But anyway, tomorrow we're gonna meet with you same time, 4 p.m. Ukrainian, 9 a.m. Eastern, I believe. And hopefully tomorrow will be as well interesting for you as today. Thanks for nice and warm atmosphere, for all your greetings, pleasant words. Thanks, guys, for your donations, for your help. Whoever has a possibility and desire to keep helping us, supporting us, to make actually our mission at ukrainedating.tv possible. Please continue helping us no matter what's the amount. We're happy with everything. Okay. Thanks for being with us. And actually, I told you that on Sunday, tomorrow, I will be here also. On Sunday, there's no my stream, unfortunately, but we're gonna meet next Friday again, hopefully, if everything is fine. So, guys, couple of minutes, I can answer some questions. Yannick, you were so late. Hello, thanks for coming, but we are just about to end, unfortunately. Tom, I bet she's blushing right now. Жаночка? I don't think Жаночка is blushing. No, Жаночка is smiling, giggling, laughing probably, but I believe not blushing for sure. Yeah, Gregory, thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Vita. I also wish to all of you absolutely nice and comfortable and pleasant Friday. I'm waiting when you guys will start sharing with me with some nice news, how you spend your weekends, maybe some dates, some nice beginning of some romantic relationship. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for sharing your stories, your lovely stories. Brandon, thank you, Vita, and good night, evening to everyone, wherever in the world you are. 5 a.m. Saturday morning here. Ooh, 5 a.m. You were so brave to wake up so early to meet with us. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks. I hopefully you will have good night and enough hours to sleep well, and hopefully you don't have to go to work, because I don't want to make you sleepy at your working day. But anyway, thanks for coming for sure. Jacob, I believe so. We have to try to get Vita to blush. No chance. I can make you blushing, believe me. But you, not me. I can be blushing when I'm furious, when I'm really angry. Then yes, my face can turn into red. I can be bad and aggressive, but by some jokes, no. So don't even try. Don't even try. Don't even waste your time for that. Yeah, you can try, of course, but hardly you can do that. Brandon, I slept from 4 p.m. Friday and start work Sunday night, 9 p.m. Okay, if that enough for you, I mean, hopefully you feel okay after that. Hopefully, yeah, not sleepy. So, guys, and yeah, Tom, even more sexy when you're mad. Oh yeah, definitely. But I can start fighting. I can beat the man if I'm really angry. I can shoot something, like plates or something. But if you like crazy women, so yeah, I'm the right type. Yeah. What, пока-пока. Thank you for your time and see you tomorrow. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your support and always being here with me, for spending your time with me. Yeah. So, yeah, guys. For new guys who just joined our channel, I will show some short video what our channel about is, okay? And all the rest, I wish absolutely perfect Friday, absolutely nice emotions, good day, tasty food, nice weather, some good news, pleasant news, okay? And I will be waiting for you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Ukrainian, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Love you all. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for coming.
Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day for you. 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Now you have the opportunity to video chat free 7 days a week with different, beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious Ukrainian women tick. Okay, so we will see you live every day over at ukrainedating.tv.
So, goodbye, guys. Happy Friday. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.